This is the quality I paid for. 1080p 420. Logitech 920. 1 or 2. Can you believe this? This is what I paid for. Why is the quality so ass? Is this full HD? Chat, is this full HD? Are you coming out to this video where I think it's full HD and it's like 360, man? So we got more cards today. So these are what we did yesterday. They're just all coming in. I knew this would happen. I didn't get to see anything yet last week. They're all coming. Thought of making a grand opening, but at the rate they're coming. Let me just show you. Oh, that's quite a lot. And we have more. But at this rate, we're gonna fix it. Just a random card. So I don't know if this is on reserve list or not. I don't think so. But it's a nice foil. It's old. Prevent an X damage for the land types that you have. The land types. Let's see. Which lands has many land types again? Oh yeah, the triomes. Right. It's nice to have an old foil of a card that is trending in my collection. Sol Ring, we're gonna play that. These we're gonna play. Gonna leave this Triome on the screen for 2 seconds. We got these. No, you're not mistaking. Me neither. We got 2 of these and 1 of these. I don't see the appeal for old cards. I don't feel it, but a lot of people do. They see something like that, the old frame, and they're like, wow, definitely. The new Secret Lairs Signets collection by the author of the Mox, the original Mox. Very appealing. So if I try to see it, I and I just listen a little more to the old players who like old frames, it's really special. It's really special. It does something to them that it doesn't do to me, but it does something to them. And I'm a fan of that. In my game, on top of things, that's pretty interesting. Beautiful cards. Retro foil. Or we're gonna double check them, but they look great. They don't curl either. Well, at least that's promise, I suppose. Alright, so a bunch of these. Can you see them? Right, so just a bunch of these. Good cards, proven cards, useful cards, not trash cards like we used to see in 2016 to 2018 or 2015, 14, whatever. These are beautiful cards. Excuse me. They're gorgeous. Whoever thought of this, dude, I salute you. But Tezzeret Gambit, it's a popular card in Proliferate decks. It's almost a, what is it called? An obvious, what is it called? An auto-include. You know, but it's on the level of maybe. I mean, Negate is fucking fantastic. People should play it more. Grape Shot is played. D-Spark is good. I don't know if it's played much, but I know it's good. Village Right, man, I've seen it played like twice in Commander games I've played recently. Doing fantastic work. So happy to see some of these. Again, I think they look fantastic. Are they gonna come out often with a nice way to reprint some of these? I mean, these are standard printed cards into standard sets, you know. What's the deal? But fantastic stuff. Even if they don't go anywhere, I don't have many copies, I'll just play them. They look great. So we got a pile of these, especially in foils. I'm a big fan. Beautiful. No, just gorgeous stuff. Really. It doesn't autofocus. Let's go full HD. Wow, full HD. Wow, look at that art. That's fantastic. Now, I'm not trying to give my video a rustic look. But which pile am I even diving in right now? I don't even know. 3 of these. Some of these I'm not sure like what I bought, but you know, you can see the +1 counters. Just pause and read. Sorry, I don't think you can. I don't know, it gives counters, does the counter things. What does it do? It enters with a +1. Whenever a creature in control with +1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell or opponent control, we create a 1/1 insect. Put a +1 on swarm counter. I don't know. Proliferate maybe? I don't fucking know. It's cheap as all hell. Too cheap not to pick up. Boom. A gorgeous, generous gift. We gotta fucking work on the foil. We got some treatment going on currently. We'll be reporting on that. Video could be in the description. A Diamond Lion again, just Eye of the Diamond Lion. I don't know. Jace goes in the Planeswalker deck. He goes infinite apparently with the Planeswalker card that's green and costs 5. Let's put it in the play pile because it's going straight to the deck. We were able to pick up a gorgeous pre-release version. Was it $5 or something? You know, we're just being really patient with things. I've always been with cards, you know, never picking up cards in standard for the longest time because it was the only format that was so popular. So price were really high when people played it in standard. So you had to wait till it rotates out. Nowadays it's a little different. We got Commander actually pulling all the lights. So I'm yet to see a card that is played in Commander that rotates out, that really dips and stays there. Doesn't even dip sometimes. Cultivate. Thrill of Possibilities. Isn't that the same thing? Where is it? Beautiful card. I think they're SPs. Crackling Doom. So Crackling Doom again. Ishin. The Ishin deck. We're gonna try it. It's a great spell. I've always liked playing Crackling Doom. Especially in an Ishin deck, I think, where you want to swing and you don't want anyone having the bigger creature. So that does it for free. 3, sorry. We'll sleeve you up, whatever. What is that? A shared discovery? The fuck? The card that we used to play in the ally deck. I think I was on the page and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll pick up a foil. It was really cheap. I'm down. We got the Glasspool Mimic, which is a copy. Enters a copy of a creature you control. Except it's a rogue in addition to its other types. So it goes in a rogue deck. It goes into the ally deck. And it's an island. Foil island. That you can't fetch. Yeah, we'll probably play that. Okay, I don't want to be too long here. At the ferry, we have another one. Hopefully it's flatter. Again, just a great looking Planeswalker, great Planeswalker in itself. He's plays everywhere. and it's the stained glass. I think it's a fine print. The stained glass, I really like it. So goes in the collection. I mean, you can see the potential here. Like, where can this really go? Sky's the limit. If it takes Stronghold. Oh lord. Okay, don't worry, it's gonna be fast. With an extra dam, a noble hierarch. Ignoble hierarch, thank you. That's confusing. The recruiter is what is it? $6 or something for full art. Beautiful card. Great card. It goes in the red deck I'll make someday. Void Mirror, maybe. Counter spells, whatever. It was cheap. So here's something more thoughtful. So here's a counter spell, and I don't have enough light here. Too much light. So counter spell. I don't know. It just looks different. You know what I mean? It looks really strong too. Like imagine you have this in your hand, along with your cards. You know, like this. You know this is a counter spell. You know what I mean? Because it tells. It also reminds of the Jace version of counterspell. So you can have your cards like that and know you have a counterspell waiting for you. I like the borderless aspect for things like this. Things that you have to like ditch out fast, or if you have to search your library, you see it fast. I think there's some good points to add there to functionality. But I mean, gorgeous. Very particular, very different. Big fan. Did buy a seal away because I'm looking for permanents that can deal with creatures. Right, instead of a Path to Exile or Search the Plowshares, things that like this you can bounce and use again, etc. We bought Greed. 20, how many? 24 or some shit. It was really too low to pass up. So it's an uncommon. I think it's a good card. I think a lot of black cards should have it. 1 black, pay 2 life, draw a card. Seems these, especially in a black gain life deck, you're able to just draw a bunch of cards. It really feels like Necropotence or something much stronger than that. All in foils. They have the beautiful legends in the background. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Happy to see them. I don't think I need that many though. I keep making mistakes. It looks like 10 of them, so like 20 cents each. Maybe, or you know, something dumb. Hierarch, probably gonna see play. Or not, I don't know. Out of Time, what do we have here? Out of Time, baby. For 3 enchantment vanishing, which is like, it removes counters. Untap all creatures, then phase them out until Out of Time leaves the battlefield. Put a town counter for each creature phased out. Oh, that's a crazy removal. Removal for 3, mass removal for 3. Untap all creatures, then phase them out. All creatures. Not only those you can untap, like all fucking creatures. And you're gonna put a time counter on this for each creature. So multiplayer commander, this thing is like 20 counters. You're never gonna see them again. It's a mass effect removal. And even if what if you gotta go fast and you're like, you know, I know you only have 1 creature, but I'll play it. It's kind of bad, but if there's a few of them or everyone has 1, you play this, that's 4 turns without seeing this thing. You're free to do whatever, especially in the stacks, counter stacks, you know, tech if you want. So yeah, I like it. Super cheap. I'm probably gonna play it. It's anytime I can play a mass removal for 3, that's good. You're gonna see me play it. It's sick. Can't wait to try it. Okay, more of these. This is a very normal lightning bolt. The texture is so odd on these. but everything's fine. The stamp is there. It's not something you can feel. The Ruin I don't think is reserve list. Put it in some pile here. The Dark Ritual, what's the story? How odd. So Dark Rituals are very good. And if you play... What are those? If you play any type of competitive deck that has green, especially CEDH, you're gonna see it. You know, the only thing better than this is like Black Lotus in terms of like one effect that goes, which is kind of low power still, but like one effect and then leaves. I mean, it's not a Mox where you get to use it all the time. It's just fast, quick power that if you want to do something turn one, you can. And that's why these decks are turn one, you know, plays. I won't call them wins, I'll call them plays. So when you go to Dark Ritual, there's a lot of art out there, but I find these look the best. And you can look it up, just look up Dark Ritual on Scryfall, and you know what, we'll do it. Fuck it. Make sure I'm clear. How do we see them all? By the way, it keeps being reprinted. That's a tell. A tell that it's a gorgeous and good card. How much is this? 13 bucks. It looks fantastic. Amonkhet 87. Right. Not just because it's Amonkhet, but because it's different and it looks good. Because you compare it to others. This looks like a red spell, and it's the most popular reprint. This one looked pretty good when it came out in Phyrexian, this set. This one seems alright, but it's online. Well, I think. Some Judge foil. This one seems okay, but it seems so white. It feels like, is this a black-white spell? But, not questioning your taste. Not questioning your taste. You may like this one if you want. But, you know, it's an era in Magic where they had crazy spells and they tried to transition them and then change the art and stuff, and they really fizzled out for some reason. There's a bunch of them like that. But, like, what is this? Summer Magic? Looks great. Look at this blue. This too. But, yeah, then Tempest, Urza, Arcadian Mask. It stopped at some point, like here. Snowflakes, whatever. Arcadian Mask. Came back into infinite sets. But yeah, you don't get a lot of, like, say you're really serious about playing a Dark Ritual. You know? You've got the OG art, everyone knows, and a few different choices that may or may not be in your color palette. So that's why I really like this one. So this one in particular, like, I think it was well, I can't tell exactly which one it was, but I just looked at them a little bit and went for it. I'm kidding. Let's find it. Look at it. So weird. Not this. Which one is it? You think it's this one? Which one is that? Revised? Yeah, for sure. 67 cents. Definitely. Right, so if you want black borders, you're paying 200 bucks. If you want the OG, you're paying 3. Unlimited doesn't have the color, the black symbol. Still $16. Collectors, of course, very special, iconic, and dark. I mean, they're black borders. Then Revise comes after I'm like, hey guys, I've got Dark Ritual, but it's so cheap you can pick up a few playsets. The foreign French, Summer Magic. This one you can't find. The 4th edition is this one, which I don't have. And if we go back, I have this one, and this is the other one. It looks great. What's the problem with it? Oh, it's a little washed out. So if you look at the colors, which one would you prefer in terms of image, in terms of representing the image? Right? Like, these are sick, dude. But these are the collector's editions. This one is foreign. Even the alpha's got pretty washed out image. So it's like, fuck, man. This one is Summer Magic. This is foreign Dark Ritual. You don't have many choice. What's this one? RQS. Rivals, there's no price, you can't get it. Then you're fucking out of luck. What is this one? I don't know. No fucking clue, dude. You're actually 2 players. But you've got really a small choice of affordable stuff. But I really like this one. I like this one a lot too. I don't think it matters much if it's in Japanese. It's like mana, Mike, mana. So super easy to read this. Super easy to read. Arn, I think it says here. Anyways, looking great. There, if it's round, dude, this one is so round. But it would look different. What the fuck is this? Anyway, we're gonna have to go through it. This one looks sick. What is this? What is this, guys? Legit, I don't know. It was actually part of the other ones. It wasn't separate. When I had the whole thing, it was all separate with like the right set. This one was amongst them. Which one is that? I'm legit not sure if I bought this. Is it that? I don't know, it looks great. Did I just compare it to actually buy it to like compare it? Is it 4th edition? It is, right? So there's 4th here. What's the difference between the two? Hard to tell, dude. I don't even know if it says anywhere. 1995. For more details on getting your maximum refund, visit hrblock.ca. Port. Life and taxes. Dark Ritual, some blah blah. I don't know, dude. Pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's just 4th. So this goes in the hot pile. I think. This is hot. Okay, hot. Whatever, I'll fix it. It's not perfect, but I'll fix it. Vindicate, just a powerful card. Destroy target permanent. Another mirror, breaded foil. The fucking Sprite Dragon. Flying Haste, 1/1. When you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1 on it. A counter. It just seems like a powerful card. There's only one printing. It's Ikoria. Okay. We'll put it aside. I do have a deck like this, or feel that there could be a place for it anywhere. Sanctum Prelate. 3. Enters battlefield, choose a number. Non-creature spell with mana value to the chosen can't be cast, so it's gonna stop, literally stop commanders from being cast, amongst other things. And it's a beautiful old foil, mythic level. It was extremely cheap, and I just said, wow, what a great card that is also so cheap. Again, more examples. Frozen Verge. Good card. Could play it, and I said, you know what, why not? This thing is played. It was really like too cheap. You get to search a forest and a plains. It doesn't have to be basics either. So yeah, I said, well, it's time to buy one. It's pretty dope. A Path to Exile, a foil Path to Exile. Always looked fantastic. These cards are the bomb. 1v1. The bomb. But not as much in multiplayer. Again, just happy to acquire a foil version of it. It used to be 20, 40 bucks. Fucking I don't know what. Wasn't a buck, I think. Just saying. Verge Ranger. I have a few of those. We'll get back to you in a second, Teferi, but what is that? 3 Human Scout First Strike 3/3. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as your opponent controls more lands than you, you may play lands from the top of your library. In other words, it just opens the door to the top of your library lands and you get to cast them instead of draw them. And then that's always been a very powerful effect. We can think of Oracle of Moldiah. Used to be a bomb, a powerhouse in Standard when it was played. In Lands deck and landfalls and stuff like that. Valakut, I remember. And so this thing allows you to do that if somebody else has more lands than you. And it's a first strike 3/3 for 3, so it seems very decent. And if you don't focus in putting lands down, then there's a good chance somebody else does, especially in white. So incredible card, I think. Incredible card has been printed in Commander set. Might just try one, find out. Yo, where's my pile? Teferi, the fairy. So we got a bunch of them. Some of them are the reprint from the list. Honestly, I've overspent on this. I don't know what I was doing. It was $2 each. I've got 8 of them when I maybe wanted 4, and I should have bought 2. And I mean, it is an incredibly strong card. There's literally decks dedicated to this card, right? So but it does have seems to fall in favor because it's just $2. It used to be 10, 20 and up, 14. Bought mine for like that price. It can totally go up again. It has an insane emblem for Planeswalker decks. It does untap your permanents. If you get to use it again, it untaps them again, and there's a combo to do just in a Planeswalker deck with this. But yeah, untap 4 permanents, untap 4 lands, untap 4 lands and a fucking crypt, untap something else, I don't know. Make mana. Like a bigger version of Garruk. The unplayable. And another counterspell. Look at this art. Chat. Stop it. Right? Counterspell. Wow, HD footage. Incredible. So again, very different counterspell art. Let's go back to this search. Counterspell view all prints. This used to be the counterspell, recently more modern age. This always was the top tier. I also bought one of these, but you can clearly see that they're I mean, the diversity, you know, come back 2015 and that's where we stop. You know, 2015 innovation stops here, where we have a few prints of counterspells, right? The original, which we don't know if it's Gruul or what. The I dropped something on the floor, counterspell here. This guy is getting sparked by beams of ice, and he's playing with Legos. I mean, you can choose whatever you like. This is okay too. You know, this one's confusing. 5-color. I don't know what I'm looking at. This one, I don't think I ever remember what this image is for. Show me this image and I'm like, I don't know what it's for again. Just forgettable. Beautiful art, of course, but the taste of Counterspell is not there for me. Past 2015 into 2016. Okay, full art. That's interesting. We're getting somewhere. And you can see the diversity. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And you take what you like, really. And Counterspell is a great card. It's always been a great card. 1v1 again, what a bomb. But any format, really, what a bomb. Save my ass, please. Foil Counterspell. I'm in for you. Wow, dude. So, Infuriate. Too cheap. It was like 5 cents each. 1 red, +3/+2 instant. Maybe a red deck. That's a foil Lightning Bolt. We got some foil shocks. Again, very cheap for stuff. Too cheap not to pick up. Thrill of Possibilities. Seems like a good card. 1 red, 1 colorless. You at additional cost, cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. So you discard your land that you don't need because you're in red. And you draw 2 more cards, and you just keep rolling. Makes sense to me. Too cheap not to pick up. Just too cheap. Cabled Passage foil. It was like 5, I think that's very reasonable. This guy was really cheap. Just came out. Osgir the Reconstructor. Vigilance 4/4. 1. Sacrifice an artifact. Target creature you control gets +2. Okay. So you can boost him if he's your commander, maybe. I don't know. X tap. Exile an artifact card with mana value X from your graveyard. Create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled cards. Right. So he will make you 2 copies if you can land it into the graveyard, but you can with the 1 sacrifice to get +2. So the way he works is insane. You get a lot of mana and you can untap him. You can do a lot of things. All right, you have to first play what you want to do, then sacrifice it for 1, pay X, tap him, return it. Seems like a lot to do. It is a lot to do. Are we gonna see him somewhere? I don't know. I just found it odd it was new and so cheap. So this is kind of the pile of I regret. This will be played. There we are. Okay, I'm not throwing shades. You understand? I'm not. Beautiful Counterspell. From the vault, I believe. Isn't it? Sorry about that. Go back here. I'm just a man. What do we have here? Secret Lair. Yeah, Secret Lair. There's another Secret Lair. Gorgeous. This is like holding on to it until people realize and play counter spells in their decks. Am I asking for the moon, man? Infuriate. We saw it a second ago. Oh wow, beautiful passage. Teferi, I think I'm gonna switch that, and I might just play Seal Away. It's gorgeous. Instead of Path to Exile. Sure. Okay. Next part. Moonsilver Key, I want to try it. It just looks good. Multiple choice. Very cheap. You get to pay whatever you want and do things. And if you pay 4, you do all the things, which is the 3 things. It just seems like a value card. Especially if you get to copy things. That seems like a good card. I might play it. I do need one of those. For some reason, it's not in my Joyride deck. Preordain. Again, they're just bomb. We got those. We got another Archaeomancer map. Some Duelist Heritage. I don't know why I bought so many. I have so many. What am I gonna do with all of these? Fucking Duelist Heritage. A Belch of Giant Strength. So, 2. Equip creature has base power and a toughness 10/10. You make it a 10/10. Equip 10. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the power of the creature it targets. So, what the fuck is this fucking thing, dude? If I put this on a dragon, it's a 7/7 dragon. Costs me 3 to equip. And my dragon is what, a 10/10? Okay, it doesn't give it plus 10. Okay, my bad. I think I read it that way. But I don't have an argument anymore. I'll try it. Maybe. Holy Avenger? Yeah, I can't wait to try it. I just don't know where exactly. I'm confused. Magus of the Wheel. Wasn't it like... it was too cheap. It was like really, really cheap. And it's a fine card. You see it play all the time in a lot of decks. People play Magus of the Wheel. Some point. Tap 2. Let's go. Let's wheel. It's like a good card to hold on to. So cheap. The Haze. I was just happy to pick one up. It'd been going up recently. It's like $8 or something. It's a fog if you have your commander. Free fog. Might play it. This thing might just go down in price because it's not everybody plays fogs. Force of Despair. What am I doing with this? Destroy all creatures that enter the battlefield. If it's not your turn, you may exile a black card from your hand, and then pay this spell. Destroy all creatures that enter the battlefield this turn. Seems like a very situational card, but at the same time, it's like you can pay 3 and say, yeah, fuck that. That you just put this turn like a counterspell type of thing. Or you can exile a black card if you don't have the mana and just throw it if you really need to get this thing out of there. You know, I don't know, you're face to face with an Eldrazi in an Ishin deck, and you're like, you know what, I'll pitch this Dark Ritual, bro, just fucking stop. Destroy all creatures that entered this battlefield this turn. This is a dungeon map? Dungeon map card. So again, what's the plan with the token art? I don't know. How you doing? What are you doing? Kiyora's follower seems just better and better as much as I look at it. For 2, you get to untap a permanent. Not only do you get to untap a land, if you want to, you can untap a Mana Vault. God forbid a Time Vault, but a lot of anything. Might just see play in one of my decks. I just think it's fantastic. Maybe. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, they're flat too. Oh, great. That feels good. My hands. Oh, god damn. Wow. Mamma mia. Again, the slow lands. You know. Great time to look at them. You come here. Multiple choice. We've seen it. Oh, we have here. Vorin Klex. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a Planeswalker deck. I'm happy to see Vorin Klex. That's a foil full art Misty Rainforest. Very good. Very good. If you don't mind. You want to see the fucking bullshit?
Sustainable farming, they might say,
Conserving Wetlands with Ducks Unlimited Canada.
Working with clean farms to find innovative ways to reduce plastics.
Supporting biodiversity with Tree Canada.
Vorin Klex.
dairy cows.
What the fuck
Well,
is this?
They always say the same thing.
What happened to this guy?
Dairy
I haven't seen him in years.
today because we're here for
We'll play
tomorrow.
that.
Find out more at herefortomorrow.ca.
Again, going into the, you know, different art, different frame, different showcase, blah blah.
You can grow your own way. All it takes is 10 minutes to get started, and you'll be looking out for yourself and the world
The
in no time.
Adventurer's Impulse.
Your money and
Just seems like a good card. It was really cheap. This is the most cheap thing ever.
today. Commission
Green, look at the top 3 cards of your library. As a sorcery, you may reveal a creature or land from among them Put into your hand, put the rest at the bottom in any order. Just seems like things that green are happy to do when they play Brainstorm, for example. Can I get something, you know? Can I get a land? Can I get a creature? Seems interesting. It's gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know what you're looking at, but... let's enjoy the music in this. Gorgeous. This is what I pay for. Logitech C922. Best of the best. La creme de la creme for all streamers. I don't know what to call it, bad luck or what, but... please, chat. So these... come somewhere. Oh, the problems of my life. My cards are rolling over. Such a hard problem. They sent me 2 etched foil. I probably can't see it too well, but there's some foliage on the corners and the sides. Texture is very matte. I wanted the full art foil, blah blah blah, full foil. I told them they're probably gonna give them for me free, I don't know. They're too cheap to give a fuck about. Yep, that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow when the rest of it fucking comes down raining.